welcome everyone. Today is Saturday, the 6th of January, 2024, the first update of 2024. And I know that we talk a lot about how calendars are all made up, but I don't know, everything changed on the 1st, it feels. The flavour, the energy, we were moving into it since solstice, but something went down in the ethers, in the energetics on the 1st. And it was experienced physically here by a very loud bang, followed by power outage. Everybody was out in the street in the middle of the night, wondering what had gone on. And it was like, that was just some kind of 3D confirmation that it did in fact go down. There was some kind of reset or blackout or whatever. But I think we're going to see it in a much bigger way in 3D pretty soon. Whether you call it the home timeline, the ascension timeline, the positive timeline, I don't care what you call it. But that feels solidly locked in underneath everything that's going on. And I know I've only had 5 days of this year so far because it's the morning of the 6th, but no 2 days have felt the same. And it does seem to last the whole day. Like either the day is very light, clear and positive, or there's distortion and negativity and negative thoughts and people behaving badly. And then the next day it's back to light and clear and positive. And I know we've kind of been through that before, and it's felt like a tug of war almost, but this doesn't quite feel like that. This feels like the positive timeline is there. It's solid. It's locked in. And these are like thin overlays that don't last long. They come in, they try to pull people off track, but then they just sort of wash away and nothing's really, none of the negative stuff seems to be settling in or taking hold. But it can throw you off for a day. The cleanup that we're doing, individual inside job cleanup, is starting to be, the more people who go through it, the cleaner we become. The external is starting to reflect that. We're starting to see a little bit more truth, a little bit more disclosure, a little bit more discernment, a little bit more clarity, questioning, letting go in the sort of bigger general picture is what it looks like to me. And it is, and I feel very strongly it's the direct reflection of the cleanup that we're doing on a personal level. I do have to say a couple of things. Congratulations to Jenny for having her beautiful baby girl. And of course, they both nearly died, but they're still here. So congrats. And Debbie, I know you've put out a reading for 2024, but I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. So I would love for you to share at some point, if you could, what your takeaway was from it. But I will listen to it. The other thing that is coming online, I guess, clearer and clearer, stronger and stronger, is that for the first time in a very long time, certainly the first time in this incarnation from most of us, we are in a space as a result of a number of things, including the projectors being turned off and all of that sort of stuff that we've gone through last year, able and free to write our own experience right now, the one that we came here for originally. And there have been a number of people who have had visions and downloads of dreams where they are, in fact, writing in a book, like they're writing their own story, where they're doing it with their energy, or they're being asked to, or told they can, or I keep hearing this. And I keep tying it back to that feeling I've had for years that we will get a short time, not a long time, to have the experience we want before this all closes out. And now we're in it, and it's time to sort of like be in the driver's seat and write our own story and intend the experiences we want to have, and not just allowing ourselves to be buffeted around by external circumstances. We have the ability to, we are creative beings after all, but we have the ability to be so deliberate and intentional and creative in what we experience at the moment. And from here on in, I think it's just going to get stronger. I know a lot of you are noticing, and just so far, like this year, these last 5 days, Mandela effects again. And I think that's as we're doing this attempts at overlays on and off, because sometimes things are changing and then changing back, changing and then changing back. How do I explain this? The connection, the telepathic connection, the energetic downloads, the whatever is also increasing, like daily. A lot of the messages are personal, not so much collective. But I think that's happening for a lot of people too. They're getting more and more, well, they're waking up, I guess. Consciousness is expanding, and their ability to connect with their own higher self, I suppose, big version, is increasing. And the message, it doesn't seem to matter where you look or who's saying it. The message is it's an individual inside job, and it's all about the heart. It's all about getting in and staying in your heart. And the more of us who really do that, and we're still fluctuating between head and heart, but every time we drop back into the heart, we let go a little bit more of the mind virus. So every time I hear the word ego, when people are talking about your ego or your shadow, to me, that just means mind virus, the virus. And we're just bit by bit, we're letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. And with it goes the programs, it goes the fears, it awakens your memories. I'm having a lot of memories from when, I don't know necessarily, or even where, I'm not sure, but I can look at certain people and their face will sort of morph for me at the moment, and it becomes a memory of when I get memories of when I knew them before. It's, I don't know, it's been action-packed these last 5 days. So, Debbie, what did your...
Hey there.
Hey there. What did your reading reveal for 2024 for you?
Well, I guess you'd say that it kind of confirms that almost everything is going to start hitting the fan in terms of a lot of information for John Q. Public
Hi, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in the full 1.5 hour conversation, link is in the description. And if not, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.